When echovr gave us the announcement that it would be shutting down, many small developers and development teams started working and announcing their own projects. One of these projects that received a substantial amount of hype was called Rebounders, and 4 months later, all I can say is that things are not looking good. But I'm sure you're probably wondering how Rebounders got to where it was, and I think we can narrow it down to 3 main answers. The first of which being a lack of positive press towards the game. See, back in the beginning stage of all these echovr remakes, one of the main hooks that Rebounders would use in order to get people to join their community was the statement that they were the furthest in development. However, while the statement may have worked out in the short term, the press gained from content creators like yours truly and other smaller but underrated creators like comms really put into question if Rebounders was actually the furthest in development, while also questioning what made it unique past its hook. And unfortunately, we could probably infer that Rebounders may have not had the best image in the echo community's eye, being a further deterrent for people joining the remake en masse, and this deterrent may have heavily demotivated the developers and staff members, with some staff members even directly calling out comms and announcements in very unprofessional ways. This and other problems may have affected the owner of the project, Adam Bread, the most, because moving on to the second answer on why Rebounders is in its current state, we have the departure of the previous owner. See, for reasons unknown to the general public, on the date of May 16th, 2023, the head developer and project lead of Rebounders, Adam Bread, made the decision to leave the Rebounders project that he started, stating in the announcement that he was going to be working on his own Echo Combat remake. Now, this would be all good in a normal situation if one developer decided to leave the development team. However, in the case of Rebounders, they only had 3 developers working on the entire game, including Adam Bread. So this meant that the project itself would take a big hit in terms of production efficiency. And even until this day, Rebounders is still only being worked on by 2 developers, those being Data and Sir Daniel. And as for Adam Bread's Combat remake, unfortunately after a month of development, he seems to have lost his motivation for developing the Combat project. Now, a slowed down development time wouldn't usually have that much of an effect on a project, but moving on to the third and final answer as to why Rebounders is in its current state is because of its rivals' consistent and efficient development speed. 2 of the biggest rivals that have this effect are the 2 remake titans, HexVR and Another Axiom. And if we were to take a step back and take a look at the comparisons for each remake, HexVR and Another Axiom both share the trait of having both a big and efficient team, while Rebounders is stuck with only 2. And this isn't to say that these 2 developers aren't talented or that they should just give up, because at the end of the day, a decision like that is up to them. However, looking at it from a logical perspective, if Rebounders wanted to keep up with its competitors, they will either need to merge with another remake such as Hex or Another Axiom, or they would need to increase the number of developers on their team. And with that said, that's going to wrap it up for this video. So if you did enjoy, then please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below. And yeah, with that said, my name is Trentic, and I will be signing out. Peace.